Hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while and I am sorry for not posting enough videos, but right now we are posting in multilingual videos and as you can see, Bitcoin is right now trading at $66,000. From past 1 week, we've seen silver falling for 40%, we've seen gold falling for 20%, we've seen Bitcoin falling for 30%, and IT stocks for falling for at least 10%. So this whole month, or I would say this whole start of the year, was so chaotic that nobody would have imagined that we would see such a brutal, or what you could say, a very rough start for everyone's portfolio with this year end. So we've got a lot of things happening around us. We will be compiling this in all this video. We will be discussing how Bitcoin, silver, and everything is gonna look for the next 1 month. So first of all, this tweet was so accurate. I posted it on January 18th. I was just looking at this pattern. So this makes me remind that how simplest of the simplest patterns play out so well in crypto that you would not even imagine, or even just trading, because they are there for a reason, right? I mean, this was a bearish flag pattern and this was looking so correct, and this was like that, and then so days later, I mean, look what we did. Look what we did. We've done more than 70, we've fallen from 70%, and right now it's like this. We've done at least 33% from this pattern, which is done. This pattern is done. Now, what we will do is we'll for sure consolidate, but we will not just bounce as soon as possible. We'll just come back, retest this range area again, and then go. Right. So for that, we would definitely have all of these indicators. See, since the this is a very low volume node area, right? So I have been learning about this stuff from good traders, that they use this volume indicators and just to find out where what's the level for watching or taking trades. So this was a very low volume area, right? And you see this, that the candles are oversold and everything is going on. So this is what I'm seeing. We've got many news right now in the market also, that Binance has gone insolvent. I mean, you can see that is this crazy. In the last few days also, we've seen Binance halting all the withdrawals, and people are saying that Binance is insolvent, and a lot of funds are going. But then again, Binance Safu buys 3600 more Bitcoin, total tops to 6200 Bitcoin, which is great. I mean, Binance has bought it. But what's more surprising, that 2 years before, you won't believe that 2 years before, there was this anonymous 4chan person, and who told exactly that on 6th October 2025 there will be a all-time high of the cycle. And it is. I mean, look at this. Now that you look back, it was in October, right? It was not on 1st October, but now you look back and it was all true. So, how can someone from 3 years behind tell that what top was when the top will form? It is ridiculous for me. I mean, he was here, he told how it's gonna be here. So, maybe he was using my trend line, spider lines, who knows? Binance reserves have officially depleted by $44 billion over the past 3 weeks because of the FUD, and people started withdrawing their funds because there was another FUD that Bybit and Binance have stopped and have halted the withdrawals. So that's what it is. Now, if you talk about CoinGlass, the open interest is 97.42 billion, quite low. Liquidations have obviously gone high because we're falling. The RSI is now 36, so it's a good time to at least buy a third or second DCA order. And altcoin is this dead. Everything has just been falling down. Right now, the volume has is majority in Bitcoin and XRP, 98.4%. Wow. We've seen major volume in Doge also, and I mean, people are definitely buying their first dip for sure. You can see Aster, people are buying it a lot. It's almost 0.52. So, yep. Talk about funding rates. Funding rates are extremely negative right now. So, I mean, 0.1. So, this is overall right now a great place to buy your first or the second DCA spot. Now let's talk about how well Bitcoin has done. In my Telegram also, I was posting about this thing. So my thesis was that I was looking at the past Bitcoin datas, how it was mimicking all of this historical cycles, and that's what my thesis was. That first top was here, second top was here, then it dropped, right? But it never made a channel right here. It did here, but it started making here, and I was like, ooh, now this might fall, and it did. I mean, it went till 98, 97, but then it rejected from there and then moved. So what the plan of action would be that maybe it just comes here, makes a bottom, then go, and then falls right again. So this fall can be around 40 to 50,000, and it will be interesting to see, because that's what I was thinking. It just went 90K and it went above, but then it just came down. We were having a lot of things at that time. There was an internal conflict which is also going on right now, that Iran and USA were threatening to bomb each other. Today is their own meeting also. If we check it out, uh, yeah, the major development is that USA is telling its citizen to get the hell out of Iran by any means. I mean, they've explicitly even stated that if they don't have any government's help, you just have to make a plan that you have to get out of here. So, uh, is this, do not rely on US government for help. Flight cancellation possible and disruptions are possible with little warming. Check directly with your airline and everything. So a lot is happening at that time also, and a lot of happening is now all of this fall. It is very hard to tell why it happened. So there was no major news for even silver and metals, but it's more of, a lot of it is just pure manipulation, nothing else. I've given a lot of targets here, but we'll talk about it later. Let's now focus on what is happening in the market. So the first bounce for here, I would expect it to come back to at least 76, or maybe just directly at 82, 80,000, because this again is a low volume area. Not a lot of people would be interested. So a low volume node area is basically a low volume node is an area where there is no interest between buyers or between sellers also. I mean, it might be good for a short term quickie that you can catch, like it was just falling, boom boom, but it's not good for uh long term position or something. You could definitely be like, you, oh, it's gonna take a reversal from here. No, not at all. It's more of like, you would just wanting to see that you would get slight reactions, but it is the weakest area of all, because if there's no interest in the level, then why would you think that this level would sustain? So in our old videos, in our old streams, if anyone is watching new, we predicted the top very well from a trend line which is coming from 2016, 20, from a long time. This is a spider line I've learned from the OG trader Crypto Face. So thanks to him. In our Bitcoin series also, we are right now just on the brink of closing at 50 EMA on monthly, and on weekly we're actually below it. We've broken it. So the places which I have been thinking to buy, the first which I shared yes today also, was that I shared these two levels for Ethereum which have been achieved. But let's just talk about Bitcoin. So the first range which will be, I'll be interested in this one only, right? The first is 53 500. It's a very good area. So if anyone is looking to buy or start buying Bitcoin, that's the one level you would definitely want to come. Where's the price label? This is the area. The second area is, again, if it's gonna come here back, which it will, so that's the second area you want to buy. So all of these are more of a DCA spot. So a lot of people started asking me that, Vidush, you advocated that silver would go up, and silver will go to $100, silver will go to XYZ, Bitcoin will also go up. So guys, we bought silver at $40, we bought silver at $50. Let's just say to the max, and it did 2x, right? Very easily. You expecting metals doing 6x 2x call is very rare. I mean, you can expect that in cryptocurrency, that any asset would do 2x, but expecting that in metal, that happening in metal is very rarest of the rarest thing. So that definitely happened. I gave my clients the call, they invested a lot of money, they trusted me, and they definitely got the returns, right? So this is here. Again, the last is 49. These three levels are something which would interest me, since this is a low volume area. And second one would be here. So we will see it in a different, I would say, yep. hmm So these three areas, these four areas are my POI, point of interest. And then again, there's the psychological number of 40,000. So these are the five places you can, maybe if you're investing even $100, you can do 20, 20, 20, 20 in all of these three areas, five areas. That's the best. And of course, this will definitely come down because we have broken structure and is this looking bearish. Let's talk about Ethereum. I definitely had Ethereum here. Let me check. Yep. So yesterday only I gave a target and beautiful touch 1707. That was point to point given on my telegram yesterday, only yesterday. So if anyone bought it, good, you got a great bounce. Look at this, 17.7. So it was a good bounce we've got, but I'm still expecting 113.77 dollars to come up here, because we're obviously on monthly we are trading below 50 EMA. So that's honestly shit. We talk about Solana. Again, Solana is also trading now 70s. This area is again we filled the fair value gap, right? So this was the area where you should buy. Yes, so Solana was right at point, but of course, if it comes here, you got to buy this, brother. You have to buy this. These are the areas for interest. You should definitely buy it. And Hyperliquid, I was right now buying it also. Hyperliquid has been looking great. It just tested it range low, and right now it's gonna go for at least $42. So no matter what dip you get, just accumulate, because in my opinion, Hyperliquid is looking very strong. Even the market was falling, Hyperliquid was standing straight. So that's something to be noted. Let's just go to other charts, to my messy ones. So there was another pattern which I showed, how we mimicked this pattern here. So I'll just show it to you in a bit. Bitcoin. Yep. So in my old tweets also, let's just go through some historical. I'll show you proper evidences of how this was. So this right here, you could see this one. Let's just hide indicators, right? You could see how this was mimicked, right? Accurately, right? It fell down, then this was my thesis also again. Yep, this was the trade which I was looking at, how we've held, and this was the before and after, right? So it did really well, right? So that's what I was saying, that Bitcoin has a habit of following old pattern charts, and we've seen it multiple times. Here it definitely broke the range and straight went down, but we've got good positions coming up. So if anyone who's looking to accumulate, definitely should accumulate or start accumulating here. Ethereum again, it's gonna go for here for sure. It's gonna come here at least 1600 or 1300. Has to be it, because it has broken this trend line long back ago. Not even today, long back ago. And Ethereum's performance has been very disappointing, honestly. I didn't never liked it. In monthly, Dixie is looking okayish, I would say. definitely broke this and it just came down, but it's now more or less consolidating in this own channel, which I could say it's just ranging here. It's nothing much. USDT on the other hand, again it's in price discovery, so yeah. So it's definitely going to face some resistance here, but it's doing well compared to what we had seen. Let's take care. Let's see how BNB is doing. All right. Right now it's just taking the support here, but it's definitely have fallen down. Solana again. Oh, I've marked the levels. You see how fair value gaps have been doing great. So this area is filled right now. Again, this area is also filled. So all of these fair value gaps have been filled, but I would still love to have a retest of here this small area. So if anyone is looking to buy Solana, definitely make sure you buy it here also. 53. XRP on the other hand, good, great bounce. We gave it. I. It was my friend's trade. He gave it from here. It went well. So let's just take care. Let's just see with what the crypto is doing right now, and then we'll move to metals and everything else. Ooh. Aptos is just coming to its ICO price, man. Brutal. It hasn't even filled its October gap, so I'm expecting it to come down to at least zero point 0.7. ICP again. It was a good one. ICP was a great one, man. On the other hand, BGB bit gets own native coin. Again, like I said, it's gonna go down. It's not gonna breach this area. It it will just continue its fall. That's what it's doing right now. Also, so nothing more. XPL is also going down. Oh, I don't know, bro. This coin is like ridiculously had proven ridiculously expensive for me because this was my place of buying and we're at least what we're almost like 100% down or so something like that only. Aster was great. We sold all of our Aster at $1, so it was good. The gains were nice, but then again we sold somewhere around here also, here only, right? Yeah, we sold somewhere around here only. Linea again, another shit coin, man. Shit has been falling since ages, man. Some positions just give me heart attack when I see it. If anyone wants to buy, they can buy. It's gonna go up because, of course, it's been falling down ever since. Look at the RSI, man. It's just like 90. Last time it happened, it did give a pump. So, talking about pump had touched. Oh, pump touched its December low. So, pump has been doing fairly well. It's just taking support of this trend line, and if it breaks this one, the next target is going to be at least minus 0.00156767. Phantom again, another poor performance, big time. All right, guys, I guess we've done enough on cryptocurrency. Let's go for the interesting ones now. Uh, let's look for the futures chart. Right. So we saw gold definitely pumping so hard that no one would have imagined. Even if I talk about Zhao on Onada, which how was so gold has done wonderful, right? Uh, we had this plotted out. All of the targets were very clearly given in my Telegram, in my Twitter, everywhere. That even before we talk about silver going or breaking this pattern, I was giving this call. So Silver did great. This cup and handle was very clear. We smashed all the targets. Now, people might ask me that Vidush, will this reverse? So the weekly candle is definitely not looking good. But and since we just went straight up, right? We'd never had got the time. We never got the time to maintain or establish some support level. That's why you're seeing this falling so hard, because the last time, the last all-time high was in 2011, which was $50, right? So below, if we fall below $50, we'll start finding support. But this was new for everyone, right? This never happened. So silver was just went crazy, and I wouldn't be shocked to see it coming to 54, because definitely that's the one support it will have. And but honestly, now people say that Vidush, what happened and all. Boys, we bought it from here. When we started buying, we bought it from here, man. We never bought it from here or here or here. We bought it from here, and we've got, I mean, if we talk about, I'm not even measuring the whole candle, man. If I measure the whole candle move, we've got 169%. That too in a fucking metal. That is rare. You won't find that. Your kids won't find that. That is such a rare opportunity. Not everyone gets it. But since you've got missed it, you've missed it. I don't fucking care. Gold, on the other hand, has been showing steady moves, but again, but again, I would expect this to break this resistance and then continue moving upwards for this area 5200. That's where even I have invested a lot at 5010. Copper, on the other hand, copper was looking very good. I am bullish on copper for one reason only, that I have posted this reel on Instagram also, that I was talking about why people should invest in copper, is because copper mines take at least 15 to 18 years for discovery, establishing themselves, and then start producing. The current mines never knew or never thought in their whole life that in 2025 or 2026 copper will have such a high demand, and they were not designed to like that. So copper is definitely having a potential, and copper has broken out from this structure. It has just broken out this normal nice trend line. You could find what this pattern means, but right now what I'm aiming is, even if you buy at the current level, it's at least gonna give you 19% of in I mean ROI. 19% is fixed. So if you have your FD money, definitely go and invest in copper. This is not financial advice, but that's what it is, right? I mean, is this looking great, man? Look at this. Then we talk about palladium. Again, the OGs knows when I gave palladium. Palladium has been growing great, man. The compression here, I really loved it. Uranium, on the other hand, people have been also, if you are willing to have kids in future, buy it for them. Buy it for them, man. Palladium, sorry, the uranium is something which you should buy for your kids, because I mean the future is nuclear energy, right? And we've seen multiple double breakouts, and it's just retesting it. So even if it comes still here, that's your first buy, man, and then your second buy. So you got to buy uranium, man. You got to buy uranium. It is the best investment, gonna be the best investment for you, because there's not a lot of stocks on uranium, so have to buy. If you talk about platinum, it's doing fairly well. I've not researched, or I've not even charted platinum very much. It was just range bound from at least 4 years, and then it just broke out. So good for it. Yeah, it was very choppy. Zinc, on the other hand, was again looking very great. I was looking at zinc, and it was looking good. to me. Oops. Zinc was again looking good. We've got a nice little resistance here, which we are retesting it. So what I'm expecting it just to boom, 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 and boom. So even if you're invested in zinc, you will have at least 29% of return. Not financial advice, but it looks like it will soon have a breakout. If not, if zinc comes down again, that's your buying point. Definitely on the fibs only. Not more, not less. The best buying zone, the best of the best. I mean, the discount area is going to be 2700, and the golden pocket area again gonna be 2875. Aluminium, nothing more, nothing much of an interest. I've never mapped out. I don't know what this shit does. But for our Indian folks who have been trading in stock market, so we don't have a lot of ETFs, right? So all we have got is some stocks which make the metals. So for copper, we've got Hindustan Copper. I gave a call of Hindustan Copper here. Let me show you. Yes. I gave a call of Hindustan Copper at 572, and right now it's at break even, but from 572 within few days it went 30% plus. So that is beating your 3 years of FD rate combined, 777, 21%. And if you can, I mean, I know that you won't just sell it immediately, but that was good. And it is giving a good retest also, right? It is just coming down here. Definitely there are signs of rejection, so you have to be very careful, but it is just coming from here. I would love to buy it here. I would love to buy it here, and I would love to buy it here. This is not a financial advice, guys. I am not a SEBI broker. So please buy according to your risk management. But this is what the levels are if you are interested in taking this advice. Zinc is also looking to just, it has retested it, closed red, but the candle still looks okay. So it has retested at least twice, thrice, and that's what I'm seeing. Let's see. The gap up and gap down is quite big, so that's what I don't like, but then again, that's okay. This is what I'm seeing here. If we talk about zinc, silver, right, not much of a thing. Silver beast. So if we talk about silver ETF, which is trading in India, uh, again, nothing much, I would say. Okay, we're definitely at a very strong volume area, but we can definitely go to 176 in one go. If we lose this area, or if we just breaks this, then it won't be very difficult for them to, it won't be very difficult for anyone to reach here. That's what our stop loss was. If anyone is just taking a 1:1 risk, right, you're making 35%, you're losing 32%. I guess that's it for today, guys. Sensex is looking like this. Yeah, I have to share my Nifty chart. A lot of you guys were asking. So for me, Nifty is looking bullish, but for the long term, Nifty is slowly gonna grind up. So it's gonna grind up very slowly. It won't be a very quick thing. It's gonna grind up very slowly. Spider lines work great on even Nifty or any assets. So definitely learn about it. And yep. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe for everything. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then,